All right, Shalom. It's the brother Malak coming back at you with this truth. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Brakateh Yahweh, Brakateh Yahweh Shai, Brakateh Yahweh, Brakateh Yahweh Shai, Brakateh Yahweh, Brakateh Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim, La'abanawa Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Arakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect, the Bayath, Dawadah, the house of David. All right, I have this article here in Blacklisted News. I ran across it a few days ago, but I didn't have a chance to get to the article. I've been so busy. And today I finally have time to get to the article. It says New Zealand to put COVID-19 patients in mandatory quarantine camps. Now, we know this just is nothing but concentration camps. They make it sound good, right? Quarantine camps because they got the COVID-19 or CV-19 or whatever the case may be. But we know that COVID-19 ain't nothing but a scheme, right? There ain't nothing but another scheme, nothing but a weapon of radiation. That's really all that is behind that, and the destroying of small businesses, and basically to destroy the economic or bring an economic collapse, which means to destroy the money, to make it mandatory for the RFID microchip, or bring in the RFID microchip, right? To bring in a new world order. Okay, that's henceforth why they talking about a second wave and all of this, and then possibly a third wave, but a second wave for sure, whatever the case may be. All right, so they can break down this society, destroy this one, and bring people into a new system, which is called a cashless system. Why you think they have 5G set up, right? Which is all ready to go. Nothing but high-powered radiation. But the point of it is these mandatory quarantine camps are nothing but concentration camps. That's all they're gonna put people in, right? Sooner than later, they're gonna come, like they was talking a while back. They was gonna come in and they was gonna take people out of their houses and put them in and separate the children from the parents and stuff like that. It was a while back that they were speaking about these things. Not too long ago, due to all of this so-called COVID-19, but the point of it is that these mandatory quarantine camps are nothing but concentration camps, which they have set up all around the world. They have concentration camps set up all around the world. You got martial law, they got ready to go. Gurkha troops, all right? You got all of these things ready to go, okay? Ready to kick off, man, okay? That's why they letting everything break loose, okay? Auto ab KO, order out of chaos, or chaos and then bring in order, so pretty much let's go down here and let's read some of this article. Let's just read some of this article. And then I have a few scriptures. I'm just going to bring out a few scriptures. It says, in a move right out of George Orwell's 1984, New Zealand has announced it would put all COVID-19 patients into mandatory quarantine camps. The Prime Minister of New Zealand has said that your each and every activity will be monitored in these camps, and those that refuse to be tested would be forced to stay in the camps for a longer duration, right? For a longer duration. And you're going to stay there, man. They're not going to let you go. Even if they think you're so-called healed from whatever so-called COVID-19, whatever you may have, all right, they're still going to keep you there. Okay, they're still going to keep you there. It says, because why? This is the scheme of the whole thing. All right, this is a new world order. Okay, and those that don't follow suit and want to take this vaccine that they got Bill Gates creating, right, to bring themselves back into the system, all right, they're not going to deal with you, man. You're going to be off the grid. Okay, you're going to be off the grid. Which after that vaccine comes, or whatever the case may be, comes the microchip, the RFID microchip, and the NFC microchip, which they have going on overseas. On a lot of places overseas. A lot of places overseas is cashless, man. Cashless. Okay? And this is the goal of the elites. This is the goal of the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, the Gettys. That's right. We see you damn devils. We know who you is. We're not ignorant to your devices. Okay? We're not ignorant to your devices, man. We know what's going on. Our eyes are completely open. Back to the article. New Zealand to put COVID-19 patients in mandatory concentration camps. New Zealand to put COVID-19 patients in mandatory quarantine camps, which I'm saying it right, concentration camps. All right, New Zealand Director General of Health, Dr. Ashley Bloomfield, announced at a press conference at the use of the quarantine facilities, masks are major departure from her positive cases were merged by health officials when New Zealand was last at a level 3. Right, because they turned up the radiation dial tone, man. That's all they did, man. You know, that's all they did. Turned up the radiation dial tone on these people, right? Said that they had, okay, well, they changed it into COVID-19. COVID means covert, man. If you go deep into the word, or if you fill out into the word, a covert operation. What is a covert operation, man? To get something going, to start something, to deteriorate things, man. That's a covert operation, man. And that's why they call it COVID-19, covert. All right, if you really think about it and go deep into it, man. You know, these people all been tricked, they've been bamboozled, they've been hustled. They don't know what's going on. All right, and then they go out and buy all these goddamn hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer we have millions of goddamn diseases or bacterial diseases in this world, man. Hand sanitizer ain't gonna stop that, man. All right? Hand sanitizer ain't gonna do it. And what the hell people were buying damn toilet paper, too, at the time? That's madness. All right? These people are goddamn dumb, man. Completely dumb. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, as cases earlier in the year were told to simply self-isolate in their houses, in their homes, Dr. Bloomfield says that mandatory quarantine will apply to both cases and, if necessary, cause family members who might be at risk. It says, show how seriously we are about limiting any risk of ongoing transmission, even if self-isolation, including to others in the household, he added. Right, really, this is separation of families, man. This is separation, social distancing. Social distancing been going on for so long, it don't even matter, man. Okay, social distancing here in the so-called United States, aka Babylon the Great, has been going on for a massive time. All right, you see, it says a reminder that the facilities have been set up specifically and have excellent processes and resources in place to look after people with COVID-19, including health staff on site at all times. Concentration camp, right? It says, it says it will help us avoid further inadvertent spread or inadvertent spread into the community as part of our overall response. It says the announcement didn't say much about how the quarantine would be. Right? They're not going to say about how much a quarantine would be. They're not going to say that. Okay, why would he say that? Because they know that it's a damn concentration camp. It says Adderin in Facebook Live video explained in detail how each and every activity will be monitored in these camps. Why is it ain't one camp? It's camps. Yeah, because it's concentration camps. All right. And those that refuse to be tested would be forced to stay in the camps for a longer duration. Right. They're going to be forced by their will. All right. To stay in those camps if they don't want to be tested. If they look and see if somebody looks like they have what you call COVID-19, so-called, right? And they say they don't feel it, or they don't feel whatever effects or symptoms or signs or whatever the case may be, and they got to stay there, man. That's a concentration camp, all right? For a longer duration of time. That's a concentration camp. It says we are quarantining everyone Now we are also mandating testing. It says that makes us the most signet in the world. All right, there are countries that are requiring self-isolation. We are taking it a bit further, right? Listen, it says if anyone moves into a common area or getting some fresh air, which is all monitored, no one can do that on their own. Fresh air, fresh air. You're not letting nobody get no fresh air. Why? Because you want them to wear masks. Here in the United States, or Babylon the Great, you got to wear a damn mask everywhere you go. So what is that doing? Breaking down your immune system, making you susceptible to whatever radiation that they're giving you, right? Because they don't want you to be here. They want you to be sick or so-called sick, right? To kill off the population. This ain't nothing but a depopulation scheme as well, going into it to destroy the population as well. The Georgia Guidestones said keep the population under 500 million people, right? We have more than billions of people here on the earth. All right, I think it's like 8 to 9 billion people on the earth or something like that, something to that nature. Okay, so it's really to break down that and get it all the way down, right? So they got to find ways to weaponize and kill off people. That's all about. That's what it's all about. See, these devils know what they doing, man. They think that we don't see, but we see. All right, so they don't want you no fresh air. That's why they cut down the trees, because the trees give off fresh air. They want you to wear a mask, so you can't breathe, or you can't do this, or it's breaking down your immune system, and so on and so forth. All right. It says they can only leave or be in space to get a little bit of fresh air. See, look. They can only leave or be in a little space or be in a space to get a little bit of fresh air if they are supervised. See, if they are supervised. Why you got to be supervised to get fresh air? Because really, there ain't no damn fresh air out here. Really, these devils have polluted the whole goddamn, they destroyed the whole ozone layer. They're destroying it. They put chemtrails in the air with barium oxides to break down your immune system as well. All right? These drugs. Okay? So on and so forth, man. It says because, of course, it's a quarantine facility. Of course, it's a concentration camp, man. You got to be supervised. You're not going nowhere. All right? That's why. It says we have put in millions of dollars into supporting that to happen. It says I have a number of questions about people refusing. What do we do if someone refuses to be tested? Well, they can't now. If someone refuses in our facilities to be tested, they have to keep staying. So they won't be allowed to leave after 14 days. They have to stay on. They have to stay another 14 days. So it's pretty good incentive. You either get your test done and make sure you're cleared, or we will keep you in the facility longer. So I think most people will look at it and say, I will take the test. Right? They forcing it upon you. Take these damn bullshit, the BS tests, man. All right. So that's it on that, brothers. That's pretty much it on that. Let me see. Let's read this here a little bit. What is this? Okay, hold on. It says the announcement came the day after the Canada's chief medical officer of health, Barbara Yaffe, exposed the uselessness of the mandatory mass coronavirus testing, warning that it takes resources away from more essential fields and does not actually achieve anything. All right, so hey, there you have it, brothers. Let's go to a few scriptures. Let's go here to Job 14:5. 14:5 says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Right, this man needs to set up his new world order. He has but a short time to set up his new world order, so he's getting all things in place, like taking away the money, for an example. Right, what they're going to do is if this second wave comes through, which they're going to make it happen. All right, this second wave, they're going to destroy the money officially. They'll officially figure out a way to destroy the money by saying, okay, well, the money is tainted with COVID-19 on it. And nobody is to use the money anymore. Nobody is to use the coins anymore. All right? But we have a new way. First, in order for you to get back into the society, let's give you this vaccine. And then second, after you take the vaccine and we know that you're clear, we have a proposition for you is to take this microchip, the RFID microchip, in order for you to buy and sell. Everything is cashless now. Everything runs off of 5G. Everything runs off of this and runs off of that. But you take this microchip, this is going to help you live in this society. Without the microchip, you're nothing in this society. All right? And that's pretty much the whole scheme of these devils. All right? Let's go to Revelation 12 and 12. Revelation 12 and 12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Right, he's going to toss people into concentration camps. All right, a lot of people are going to get tossed into concentration camps. Those that refuse to be a part of the New World Order. Those that refuse to take the testing. Those that refuse to take the microchips. They're all going to be tossed into these camps. All right, they're all going to be tossed into these camps. They're all going to get tested. And if not, they're all going to be put to death. Right, because they got a thing called a red list, a blue list, and I think it's a yellow list too, if I'm not mistaken. But the red and the blue is definitely death. The yellow is those that will participate and take those and take those chips, microchips, right, and follow the ways of this man, follow this society, follow this system. Okay, you see. And so let's go back to Revelation. Let's go to Revelation, the 2nd chapter, the 10th verse. It says this. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. And that prison is those concentration camps, man. That's what that prison is all about. Concentration camps. Okay? It says that ye may be tried, and that ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Right? Which is just a number. But be thou faithful unto death. That's right. You got to have faith. You got to be faithful unto death, right? They want to put you to death. Hey, so be it. Hey, it is what it is, man. I ain't taking your damn chip. All right? I'm not taking your chip, devil. You got to put me to death. That's it. It says, and I will give thee a crown of life, right? And I will give thee a crown of life. Okay? All right? So let's go here real quick. We can get out of that. Go to 2nd Ezra. Let's go to 2nd Ezra. I hate this, man.
For many of you who don't know,
2nd Ezra, chapter number 7. Let's go to about Let's go to about the 17th verse. It says, then answered I and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous shall inherit these things, but the ungodly shall perish. Right, and that's what's going to happen. The ungodly is going to perish. It says, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide. And he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, and none that haveth understanding above the highest. Right. So you got to understand that the Most High is above all these things. The Most High is about to make everything happen that you see on this earth. The Most High is about to make everything happen, man. Okay. It says, for there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. See, it says, for the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Right, and that's talking about 2/3 of our people, right? Because we have the law, right? A lot of the other nations don't have the law, but we have the law. But even though all the other nations are going to perish as well, they're gonna get punished too. They're gonna be destroyed too here on this side. Okay, but 2/3 of our people are gonna get it even worse, man. All right, because they know that they know that they are we are the chosen people. You see? All right, but let's go here real quick. Let me go here. Second Ezra, the 8th chapter. Let's go to Second Ezra, the 8th chapter. And let's go to about the 50th verse. Oh, Salaki, I don't went past it. So pretty much is, man, this whole thing is going to go down. Concentration camps, martial law, the RFID microchip, vaccines to bring you into this new AI society, which is artificial intelligence. Okay, that's how this thing is going to work, man. You know, and at New Zealand, they're over there, they're calling the quarantine camps, but they're really concentration camps. All right, so this is 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time," and right, we're in the latter time, "shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." Okay, see? Yeah, there you go. You know, so there you have it, man. You know, there's a lot of things that's gonna happen, man. There's a lot of things that's coming. A lot of these people are about to perish and about to die. All right, in this society, and they little do they know, they don't know, man. You know, they about to find out what this thing is truly all about. All right, you know, so there's just a few scriptures that I had, you know, in my repertoire real quick. I could, you know, I think I could bring out some more, but you know, right there, I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, I think I made the point about the concentration camps, about AI, artificial intelligence, martial law, Gurga troops. They all gonna come in like a flood, like the scriptures say, right? And these devils have what you call tracking on your phone. All right, COVID-19 tracking, who has it, and this and all this other stuff like that of that nature, man. You know, so you better take heed now, because a lot of things are about to change. You got 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter. One shall desire to go into a city, right? They're going to try to stop people from going from city to city, right? Because they say we got to slow down the spread. COVID-19, when they know it's nothing but a weapon, radiation. It's a weapon. All right, it's a weapon. 5G network, 5G towers are all set up, and they're continue to keep getting them set up, right? Why they want kids to go back to school wearing masks so they can break down their immune system. Why they want you to continue to keep wearing the mask. They're not going to get rid of the mask thing. They're going to keep the mask thing going, right? So it can continue to keep breaking down people's immune systems. But, you know, brothers, with that, you know, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who well. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect, the Bayat Dawadah, the house of David. Shalom, brothers, and abide by ball, death and destruction, and hell to this place, because I'm ready for this place to go. Shalom.